Hi everybody, it's me Jill and welcome to Jill Informed. This is the recap of The Real Housewives of Orange County, Season 15, Episode 3, The Splash Heard Round the OC. So this episode opens up at Shannon's new house, and Shannon and John are having just some giggles and fun banter between the two of them. Why am I so suspicious? I want Shannon to be happy. I truly do. I mean, after David, she deserves some happiness, but I'm just not buying this carefree Shannon. So this whole scene, I don't know, they're making dinner again. They're in the kitchen, and John smells something bad in the fridge. Thanks. This is what made it on the air. I feel like this should be saved for Secrets Revealed. What was the bad smell in Shannon's fridge in episode 3? Side note, her home is beautiful and beautifully decorated. Did you notice the giant thing on her refrigerator? It was like one of those pieces of paper that you shoot at a gun range with all the bullet holes in it. That's on her fridge in her immaculate kitchen. Fun. Anyway, she's talking to him about, she's having a housewarming party, and I guess she's also probably trying to introduce a new dish to her repertoire of, meals that she makes. She's got all the servers and her daughters who are also helping to serve in these leggings with lemons on them and white t-shirts that have cute little sayings on them. She also wants to come up with her own signature cocktail that involves lemons. And John is so supportive, unlike David. She also mentions that Kelly is coming to the party, and she asked if Emily could be her +1. And she said, I just told her yes, she could. John said, if I were to ask Emily, what don't you like about Shannon, what would she say? And Shannon goes, I don't know. Yeah, I can't imagine. I'm sure it has nothing to do with the Tres Amigas, right? The next scene is dinner with Kelly, Gina, and Elizabeth. Elizabeth talks about how she can't talk about her divorce at all. But as soon as it's final, she's gonna just spill the beans about it all. Because Gina was asking her a lot of questions. She asked her if she was dating at all, and Elizabeth said, yeah, Jimmy. And she goes, oh. And then Kelly goes, but they're not having sex. She's like, what? And Elizabeth said, he's just waiting because my divorce isn't final. I'm a married woman still. And he's just being respectful of that. Yeah. Clearly, I mean, your ex-husband has moved on with the woman he got pregnant. You don't live together. Getting divorced is happening. It's just a legal thing at this point. Okay. Honestly, it might be part of why I'm a little suspicious of Jimmy. Clearly, Kelly and Gina don't understand it either. So now they start talking about Bronwyn and Shannon and what they said about Gina's house being sad and pathetic. Now, Elizabeth is friends with Bronwyn, right? Because, they went shopping together before they went to Annabelle's birthday party and stuff like that. So it seems to me like Elizabeth is sort of just listening, but she's got her own opinions about Bronwyn. So they tell her that Bronwyn said, after seeing Gina's house, Shannon told Bronwyn it was sad and pathetic. Gina's like, I really don't understand yet because I thought we were good. And then they start talking about how, Shannon's kind of elitist, junk like that. And that scene ends with proving that these women are not psychics because they are all toasting to how they truly believe that 2020 is going to be a better year than 2019 was. Oh, girls, I got some bad news for you. Now we are with Bronwyn. She's setting the table for dinner and she's got super horrible brain fog. I don't know if it's because she's 28 days sober. I have no idea. But she can barely tell Rowan that she needs 4 cups for adults and 5 cups for children. I need 4 big size cups and 5 little Kit Cups. And then she's trying to tell Bella she needs forks, but it takes her a long time to think of that. This family dinner, depressing. It was kind of like they went around the table to say what was good about their days. And I don't know, her son's highlight of the day hasn't come yet because it will be when he goes to sleep. Oh, side note. Did you guys catch how Bronwyn was walking up the stairs when she was putting the little ones to bed? Yeah, something is wrong with her left knee. You don't see the brace on it, but she's climbing up the stairs, like not bending her left knee. So, I don't know. That's my investigative work for the day. I want to know what's wrong with her knee. I mean, not that it matters, but like nothing else is going on. Let's talk about that. Next, we get a little tour of Kelly's new home. It's about 4,500 square feet. This is the one that's in, where? Newport Beach? Is that where everybody lives? I don't know California. That's where Shannon lives, and that's where Bronwyn lives. Fun fact, like Bronwyn, Kelly is just renting this house for a year. There's not even an option to buy it at the end of the year. She's just, I guess, biding time until Rick sells his place in New York. But I'm wondering, you guys, do you think Kelly's going to move to New York in a year? Like this is one more year that she'll be an OC? It's possible. Because why would he move to LA? His job is in New York. That doesn't quite make sense to me. It's possible. Listen, in 2020, anything's possible. Nobody's like going into the office anymore anyway. Whatever. This is the situation. She has rented this home for a year. And it's nice. It's got a pool in the yard and it's great. Okay, the next scene is Bronwyn picking up Shannon, and they are heading to Dr. Moon's office. If you remember, Dr. Moon is Shannon's doctor who practices alternative medicine. He does a lot of acupuncture and things like that. So Shannon thinks that it would be great for Bronwyn because she's detoxing from the alcohol and she's had a rough time, and he really gets in there and he can figure out different things and help you emotionally and everything else. So they're heading there, and on the way, Bronwyn said, "So I have to confess something to you, Shannon. I kind of threw you under the bus." Shannon's like, okay. I mean, what do you expect Shannon to say? Oh, don't worry about it. It's fine. Of course she's going to be concerned and then pissed off. So she tells her, "I told Emily that you said Gina's house was sad and pathetic." "I didn't say that. I told you it was small," which it is, but I would never, that's not even in my vocabulary. I don't say somebody's home is sad. So Bronwyn said, "Yeah, you did say that." And she goes, I did not. You need to tell her that I did not say that. And so Bronwyn said, "Okay, fine. If it gets brought up at your party, I will tell her I was mistaken. Maybe I heard you wrong." So then they go to Dr. Moon's, and it's all great. They seem fine with each other there. Bronwyn just needs to have needles put into the center of her ears, and that's for addiction. And then Shannon has to get one in the back of her neck. She's got pain in her lower back or something. All right, now it is the morning of Shannon's housewarming party / introducing her food line or a new food or something like that. She's bustling about trying to get the house in order. It's more like the old Shannon though. The one who's like needs to control everything and have everything perfect. Like we're getting a glimpse of that Shannon. Not the carefree, I don't care if something stinks in my fridge. Yeah, we're not getting that Shannon right now. We check in with everybody getting ready for the party. Bronwyn, not looking forward to it. She's pretty darn nervous about it. She's 30 days sober and she has a lot of apprehension. Also, she looks like she's wearing pajamas, and I hope that she is. I hope this isn't the outfit she's wearing. All right, so Kelly picks up Emily and Shane. I thought Kelly just asked if Emily could be her +1. Apparently, Kelly has a +2. They're in the car together heading over to Shannon's house, and the two of them are talking about Shannon, and they're imitating Shannon. Those of you who watch Unkind TV, you know Martha with the hands of Shannon Bedore. Martha thinks that should be a whole series on its own, her gestures. But the two of them are imitating Shannon. It's so good. They're both kind of doing it spot on. I think even Shane in the back seat was doing a little hands of Shannon Bedore. Anyway, they start doing that because Emily is telling Kelly now, yeah, I was telling Gina what Bronwyn told me that Shannon said about Gina's new home, that it was sad and depressing. And that's when Kelly's like, oh, she's probably going to say, no, I didn't say that. I would never. Oh, God, no. I would never say that. No. Okay, so guests are arriving. Shannon's father and his girlfriend. I guess since her parents were divorced, Dad's been out. He's out at the clubs later than I am, Shannon tells us. And he has found himself a little hottie who is, I guess, just a little bit older than Shannon. He's an attractive older man, you know. So Gina is the first housewife to arrive. And she's like, Shannon, could I actually talk to you for a second? So they sit down and, you know, Shannon knows what's coming because Bronwyn gave her the heads up. She said, I thought we were good. And then you are talking about my house being sad? And no, I did not say that. I would never. That's not even part of my vocabulary. What, the word sad is not in your vocabulary? But anyway, she swears to her she did not say that. And then she also makes a very interesting point. And she said, are you kidding me? I rent my home. Kelly rents her home. Bronwyn rents her home. You bought your home. I don't even know when I can afford to buy a home. So there is no shame in that, and I would never. What I did say was that it was small. And Gina goes, well, it is small, I mean. And she said, but I never would say it was sad. I don't think that. I didn't say it. So Gina basically tells Shannon, if you're telling me you didn't say it, I believe you. So Gina's not really in a place where she's even wanting to believe Bronwyn. But let me just say this. We did not hear Shannon say that. And there was a scene when we saw Shannon meeting with Bronwyn. It might have been the first episode. They were talking about Gina's new place and that it was small. And they were talking about how small it was because I said Bronwyn was a little nasty about it. You know, she was kind of like, oh, I would like never want to be in a place that small. I don't know. Shannon might have laughed. But I don't remember her saying sad or depressing. Not that it's not possible that she said it off camera. So I guess I kind of believe Shannon. I also feel like if Shannon did say it on camera, we would have seen this now in a flashback. And we didn't. So now Bronwyn and Sean get there. She is wearing something different, so that's good. And there's a bunch of people around her, and Shannon says, oh, we're having a tequila tasting. Oh, never mind. Are you drinking tequila? But she makes this, it was very awkward. And also, come on, Shannon. The girl's 30 days sober, and you're going to go, oh, are you? Oh, never mind. Like you forgot. That's not cool. So Bronwyn gets upset. And I think she's going to the bathroom to like have a little cry. And on her way, she passes Kelly, who is just arriving now. Kelly and Emily and Shane. And Kelly's like, oh, excuse me, are you going to say hello? And she goes, oh, I'm sorry, I was just heading. So she goes to the bathroom and she's, we're not in the bathroom with her, but the microphone is still on. And she's sort of, I guess she's crying, but she's also giving herself a little pep talk, a little bit of a, okay, you can do this. It's fine. It's going to be fine. Kind of a thing. So Emily, you know, is a little tentative about this party because she's not the best of friends with Shannon. In her confessional, she said, am I kidding myself into thinking that Shannon actually wants me here? No. But, you know, let's have a drink. Let's do shots. Let's get to know each other. That's my goal. Side note. Again, I find it so interesting that you can tell the difference between the confessionals before and after COVID. The after ones are harshly lit. The makeup looks a little bit heavy-handed. It could just be the harshly lit room too, and the ones before, their skin looks smooth as silk and they're softly lit, and it's just a funny contrast. Oh God. Okay, Kelly is meeting Shannon's father now. Oh, there he is. I heard a lot about you, Big Dick Daddy. Shannon's like, who does that when they're meeting someone's father for the first time? Who says D-I-C-K? You know who. Kelly Dodd. So now Shannon pulls Bronwyn aside. They sit down in a corner and she said, I have to tell you that I'm very upset. The more I've been thinking about it, you lied to her about what I said. And Bronwyn goes, no, you said it. You said her place was sad. Bronwyn, I did not. And now Bronwyn is trying to tell her that I'm the sober one here. You might be misremembering it, but I know exactly what you said, and I remember what you said, and Sean was there when you said it, so he can confirm. Let's go get Sean. And Shannon's like, oh, no. I'm not going to get ganged up on here. So, I'm getting confused, you guys. I don't know anymore what I believe, because I think it's entirely possible that they were kind of trash talking, and yeah, she might have said it was a little sad. I also believe that Bronwyn, who hates Gina right now, might have also embellished the story a little bit. In calling Sean over, I mean, whether it's true or not, Sean's going to have her back, won't he? Meanwhile, we see the guests in other areas. This is so good, you guys. Kelly is walking through the house with a small plate of whatever this new dish is that Shannon has created for her line. And she says to somebody, this is really good. And then she walks right into the kitchen, dumps it in the garbage can. That is like one of the little scenes that I'm so glad they left in, In Bronwyn's confessional, she said it. I remember exactly what happened. They're accusing each other of not remembering it correctly. And Shannon said, why were you even talking to Emily about me? And she said, because she asked me a question. What did she ask you? She asked me, where did I hear that Gina's house was sad? And Shannon goes, don't you ever accuse me of saying something that I said. I'm sure Shannon doesn't even realize what she just said there, but it was a good laugh for us at home. Anyway, it's getting heated. They're getting super loud. Shane comes up behind Emily and says, stay away from that area over there. Anyway, Shannon goes, this is my party. How dare you? And she storms away, and Bronwyn's like, I didn't bring it up, Shannon. So now Shannon goes over to Gina and Emily, and I think Kelly's over there. And she said, I never said those things. She tells her, I did say it was small. And Gina goes, well, it is small. And Emily goes, well, small is different than sad, which it is. There's a huge difference. A house may actually be small, but to say somebody's home where they live with their children is sad, I mean, she's right. There's a big difference. Meanwhile, Bronwyn is commiserating with Sean, and Elizabeth and Jimmy are standing there too. Elizabeth now, at this point, I think wants out. She is not looking to take sides. She likes Bronwyn and they're friends, but now she's realizing Bronwyn's a little cuckoo crazy. I suspect that Elizabeth thinks most of these ladies are cuckoo crazy. I don't think she is willing to take sides yet. Bronwyn is now explaining to Elizabeth about the whole problems that she's having with Gina in the first place. She explains the text that Sean sent her and how Gina misinterpreted that and all that. So at this point, Bronwyn wants to go talk to Gina about that. And Sean's like, yeah, we need to go talk to Gina. So Bronwyn and Sean go over to Gina, who is standing with all the other ladies too, by the way. Before they get there, the other women are still talking about them. And in Gina's confessional, she tells us, the text from Sean made me really uncomfortable. Like, I'm more of a prude when you talk to me about your sex den. And we get a flashback of her saying, Bronwyn's love shack looks beautiful, but I feel like when you turn the lights out and put a black light on, it would be like semen everywhere. So now Bronwyn goes over to Gina, the group, and she said, I'm wondering if I can talk to you for a moment, because I don't think we're going to be here much longer. Yeah, because you had a friend that was here for you, but you put words in her mouth. So Gina's like, okay, you want to talk? Let's go talk. Now Shannon's going after Sean. How dare you put words in my mouth? Sean goes, Shannon, you said it was sad. I did not. I said it was small, but it works for them because their kids are little. How dare you come to my house? This is a celebration for me. I thought it was a housewarming party. I mean, I guess that's sort of a celebration for her. But oh my God, how dare you? This is a celebration for Shannon. And you come to her house and accuse her of something that is not even in her vocabulary. I don't even know the word sad. Because I'm happy. I kid. I love Shannon, you guys. I love her. Elizabeth and Jimmy are watching from afar. They are keeping their distance, which I don't blame them, but also, girl, you are a housewife. You need to get in there or you will not last past this year. Meanwhile, Bronwyn and Gina, they haven't gone anywhere else to talk. They're all still in this group where the other ladies are. And Gina said, you never call me. You don't call me to talk. You never brought it up to me privately. You're just launching this attack against me and to everybody else. Bronwyn, I've been busy. And Emily goes, you have 2 nannies and you don't have a job. And then Bronwyn goes, I had to take Rowan to dance class. I had to take the boys to whatever, something. And yesterday I had to get a facial. I had to get a facial. Oh, in Emily's confessional, she's like, she should have stopped at the kids stuff. Saying that you had to get a facial and that's why you can't repair a friendship. I mean, come on. So now Sean is like with Bronwyn paying attention to Gina, and she goes, I mean, you guys launched this whack attack against me because I don't have as much money as you do. Bronwyn said, it has nothing to do with money. It has to do with character. And Gina goes, oh my God, you are going to talk to me about character? And then she goes off. You're a sloppy chihuahua. You are drunk all the time. To which Bronwyn shouts back at her, I'm 30 days sober, bitch. And Gina goes, are you? 'Cause you're really acting like it. Bronwyn throws her drink, which I assume is non-alcoholic, and she storms off, runs through the kitchen, very reminiscent of a Tamara Barney Judge storm off. And I mean, like, seriously, from behind, they could have used old footage of Tamara. It looks exactly the same. And to be continued. Yep. That is where this episode ends, guys. You know, honestly, I understand how intense it must be to only be 30 days sober and be craving alcohol, and you're going to a party, and you're going to a party where you're also keeping that from most of the people. You know what I mean? Only 2 people know. And then on the other hand, I understand Gina being pissed off, and Gina, you can't blame her for it. She has no idea that you're sober now. So, I don't know. We'll see. It's a to be continued, you know. Jimmy may be right after all. Someone might end up in the pool next week. But we won't know unless you come back and join me. All right, thanks so much for being here, guys. You make this fun for me. Please subscribe to my channel and give this video a like. That lets me know I'm doing a good job here. And I will be back next week for the next recap of The Real Housewives of Orange County. Please keep wearing your masks in public. Stay safe. I love you guys. Bye.